Yes, so as you guys have just pointed out, markets are still very near all-time highs despite a small pullback. The economy does look to be beating expectations, and vaccine and record stimulus is going to support that for a while. And the Fed speak this week's been really, really good, I think, for markets, as your colleagues just pointed out. And under the hood, though, there's a lot more going on. The inflation expectations really are ramping, and that rotation from growth towards value and from large and mid caps towards small caps is really quite strong in the market. The Fed obviously did a great job this week saying, look, one, we're going to be really hawkish for much longer than you think, and two, your inflation expectations are too high, and the market's got way ahead of itself. So that's been a very calming force, and I think outlining a Goldilocks environment going forward. And I think just quickly, for what does that mean for us? I think the playbook's quite clear. You want to play along with that. You want to be supportive of an improving economy and be exposed to that with small caps.
All right, so you want to be exposed then presumably to risk assets like what?
Well, so I think the market's been very clear over this results season in terms of what they want to reward and where people want to put that money. And I think you highlighted it perfectly just then. It's risk assets over the results season. We have seen growth companies on very high multiples, sort of deliver good numbers as expected, but at the same time not really go up that much. And ones that have missed a tiny bit have been really punished. And on the other side, cyclically exposed companies, particularly some of the industrial assets, mediocre numbers have been rewarded and great numbers have been really rewarded. So, that's something that we've been doing for the last 3 months, rotating out of our high growth assets and selling those very strong winners over the last few years, and putting that money into US banks, putting that money into semis, and putting that money into US industrials. And I think that's where it's going to be a good place to be going forward.